Hey good people, this is LaBray from Living Green Garden, and in this video I'm going to show you how to take your seedlings, because we plant multiple seeds to get one because we don't know the germination rate. So to take your multiple seedlings, separate them and put them in separate containers to grow more plants. Or even so, and here's the thing, you may be like, well, why would I do that? I only need one pepper plant. I only need one, so I have 8 seedlings here. Why would I do that? Well, this is when you long answer short, I don't know if I said that right, but do it to give it away. Yeah, encourage other people to grow. Like a lot of people, like those of us who like start by seeds, I don't know if you remember, but before you actually started seeds, well, at least my journey was, I would go to the store and get transplants. But then once it's like, okay, I can do this. I can start with a seed. And it's like, for newbies, it's pretty intimidating. And even people who don't garden but want to, it's intimidating. So we have these extra plants that we're just gonna kill. Well, put them in another pot, put them in a cup or something with some dirt, and tell people, take them to work, put them out front in your yard with a sign, hey, free plants. Okay, let's get the planet, not just us who love it, but let's get people growing food. Okay, that's one beautiful way for sustainability. And I'm telling you, gardening is a meditative and spiritual practice. Come on, give people your extra seedlings. So let me show you how to do it. Okay. All right. So which I am so grateful, some very, very dear people to me, gifted me a bunch of peat pots. Now, I do not normally use peat pots because you have to be careful with peat pots because the pot itself really draws a lot of moisture. And when you put the peat pot, so the benefits of using peat pots are that you don't have to actually, I'll be back. Let me show you. Okay, so here is my basil that actually, all of this basil here, and look at it. Aren't they beautiful? They're so beautiful. All of this basil were actually in like 3 seed cells, and I separated them into individual plants. Now, because I am a sustainable person and I reuse what I can, I planted the basil so in cups. So I don't, anyway, but so here are some cups that I used last year, and hey, now they're just a pot that I use every year. I put the ones that I put in a cup, they're going to be for me. These are the ones that I'm keeping. But the ones that I put in peat pots, these are the ones that I'm going to give away. So the benefit of using a peat pot, especially if you are not comfortable with taking a plant out of a plastic container to actually transplant it into a bigger pot or outside, is that with peat pots, you put this directly in the ground, and the pot biodegrades. Now, here's the thing. Now, if you decide to use peat pots take a lot of moisture away from the plant. It can. So when you actually put this in a ground or put this in another pot, you want to make sure that the pot itself is completely buried, because if not, if the pot is a little bit even above the dirt, the pot is going to draw the water itself, and it won't get, not much water would get to the plant. And so watering is different in peat pots than it is in a plastic container. So in the peat pots, because the pot itself really draws water away, you water it directly within the pot, as opposed to in a plastic container, and like the ones that, of course, you know, I'm about sustainability, so I reuse every cell that I get, seed cell that I get. There are holes at the bottom. So here's a cup, I put holes at the bottom, and holes at the bottom here. So oh, see, I'm sorry. See, it's all limp now. I'm so sorry. I put you through so much stress. I'm so sorry. Okay, you've done your job for today. So when you water pots, well, your seedlings in plastic containers that, of course, have, you know, drainage holes at the bottom, you water it from the bottom, and the water is soaked up, which is different with peat pots. Peat pots, you water from the top, and you definitely want to keep on watering within peat pots, because the pots really can't draw moisture out. So let's get into separating seedlings. So yeah, but here's an example. I had 3 cells worth of basil, which what I could have done, if, you know, to get 3 basil plants, I could have killed off and just snapped the other plants. But I'm like, no, I want to give plants away. I want to get people growing food and enjoying it, because it's a gift for me, and if I can, I want to gift it to other people. And I have to say, they turned out so well. So I'm going to show you how to separate your seedlings to get more plants to either plant in your own garden, start community gardens, or just give away to your neighbors, friends, and colleagues. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, so I've got my starter mix here. Of course, you continue on with starter mix. I have it back here. This is what I use. I'm not like promoting anything. And of course, this is backwards, but at least you see what the picture looks like. Whatever starter mix will do. I am not brand loyal when it comes to seed starting mix. Whatever is on sale, whatever is cheap is what I use, and it worked out just fine for me. But one tip that I did get from, not Gary Zukav, Gary Zukav wrote The Seed of the Soul, the Rustic Garden. His name is Gary. I believe his name is Gary. But the Rustic Garden is one of the garden YouTubers that I follow. And he had issues with pests and gnats from a starting mix. So he always puts hot water in his starting mix first to kill off any eggs and stuff. So I didn't want to deal with any pests if I didn't have to, so I just always followed suit. So I already had put in the hot water in this like a couple weeks ago, because I've been meaning to separate these seeds for a while. I just hadn't had time, but now I got the time. So I just re-moistened this mix today, and I'm gonna just, okay, just get the mussels going, get all the moisture in there to make it a nice moist soy milk mix. And let's separate some seedlings. So, and I'm using peat pots because they were gifted to me, and so it's going to be really easy for people who definitely are like new to gardening. I always do this. I recommend, this is my opinion, to fill it up maybe like a third of the way first. So, because you just don't know how long your seedling is going to be. So it's just easier just to get the roots in, and then you I'll show you. I'll show you. So I'm filling the peat pots a third of the way. And I think I was on a tangent talking, and then I started talking about something else. But so peat pots will be great for people who are really nervous to like do anything much with the plant. So to take it out of the tray and to, you know, they don't want to disturb the roots. They're just like, look, I just want to take the whole thing and put it in the ground. This is great for them. So it's great for me to give these away. And thank you so much for, you know who you are. Thank you so much for donating these to Living Green Garden. They're going to be put to excellent use. So I don't have to worry about whether they're going to recycle the plastic container or whatever. These are biodegradable. They just put it in the ground or put it in their pot. Don't have to worry about it. It's like everything is just right there for them to do what they want to do with it. So let me do about 6 of these. Okay, filling them up a third of the way. And so these are like nice sized peat pots. When it comes to these smaller peat pots, now I don't like these smaller ones too much, but I am going to use them. So for these smaller ones, I'm just going to put the seed directly in here. I'm not going to transplant anything in here. So let me show you. Now, yeah, this thing is still a little green, but it has no hope. Here is a small one, and the smaller basil I put in the smaller peat pot, and they just died off quickly to just keep up with the watering. I need stuff like I need a system that's easy to where I don't have to do too much. And in this smaller one, I think I just had to pay too much attention to it. There's actually some green left. So I believe if there's some green going on somewhere, you can still save it. I'm not even gonna waste my time. And so to me, the smaller ones are you really have to nurture them, or to me, they're best to start really with just direct seed. And once they get, I would say, whatever you're planting, I would say maybe about 3 or 4 inches of growth, with you really making sure that it does not dry out, because the pot itself will draw water away from the plant. Just let it get, I would say, you know, about how tall these are. Then go ahead and put these small ones in another source, whether in the pot or outside or whatever. But with the bigger ones, you know, the plants have, you know, some time to grow even bigger. So I really prefer the bigger ones. Let's see, I've got 2, 4, 6. All right. So let's separate. Okay, here, what peppers do I have here? Okay, I've got some peppers that I have no idea how to pronounce. Well, go figure. Well, I got some peppers here that I don't know how to pronounce them. Okay, so first you want to gently just kind of like massage the area, just like loosen things up, loosen the roots, and just loosen things, especially if, I don't know if I have any where the roots have, yeah, so here, like my tomatoes, these tomatoes, you see how tall they are. Yeah, the roots are starting to come at the bottom here. You really want to be gentle with the roots. You know, you don't want your seedlings to get, you know, when you go to a nursery and like there's just so many roots down here at the bottom, and it's like, you know, like they are ready to get into the ground. You want to be gentle with the roots. The root is everything. That's in life, people. Garden spirituality. Come on now. All right. So let's massage this to get this up, and I'm just going to turn this so I want you to be able to see. So I am not the most gentle person, So I have been known to like grab things and kind of destroy them. So unintentionally. So what you really want to do is you want to loosen it up enough to where you don't have to like pull or tug at the plant, where it just slides on out. And here we go. Now that I'm looking at this is going to be a mess. I probably should put some newspaper or something down. I don't get the paper, but put some kind of paper down, but whatever. Okay, so here we go. Here I have 4 seedlings in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm just going to loosen up. I hope you can see. Okay, just going to gently, because I don't want to disturb the roots too much. The roots are everything. The roots are life for the plant. So you have to be gentle with the roots. Actually, yeah, no, I'll put it here. So I'm just, I hope you can see, I'm just being really gentle, just knocking off the dirt. Just being really gentle, just really gentle until, okay, so I've got 2 clusters separated. They both have 2 each. And I'm just gonna put this duo down and focus on these 2 and just, you know, just work, just knock this dirt off and slowly, oh shoot, you can't see, okay, but okay, and slowly separate them to where now I have 2 seedlings. Okay, come on. So now I have 2 separate plants, when before I would have just chosen like what looked like the healthiest one and snipped the other ones. It's like, okay, I don't need those, you know, but no, now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to gift seedlings to people. So, you know, I'm not gonna waste it. And so, and this is how you would do if you haven't actually potted a plant before. So I did it about 2/3 of the way, and then I put some of the dirt in here. And I don't know if you can see, I've got like a nice hole that I've dug in there. I'm just going to put the root right in that hole. And to be able to see, okay, and cover it up and add some more dirt to it. Okay, add some more dirt, add some more dirt. And boom, I just separated a seedling. Oop, I am making a mess. And now it's got its own pot that it can grow big and strong and be its best plant, the best plant that it can be. Okay, let's do one more. And take this dirt, put it in another pot. Okay, actually, let's do the other 2. So you see, so there's 2 here. So we're just going to, like you can see, we're just going to knock this dirt off. Just, okay. Just be really gentle. You want to preserve the roots, okay? And doing that, they are now separated. All right, I've got 2. And look, yeah, my dirty hands, look, that's like one of the joys of like being in a garden. Come on now, get your hands dirty. Come on, get your hands dirty. Okay, so and look at the beautiful roots on this. Come on, look at how beautiful that is. Come on now. All right, let's, okay, dig this hole. Oh, right, you need to be able to see. Look, my, I'm still honing in on my video skills, so work with me, people. Hey, and subscribe, okay? Okay, thanks. Especially if you made it this far, subscribe. Okay, we're gonna put that up with some dirt. We're gonna pat that down. And I'm not going to fertilize these yet. I'll create a video at another time about fertilizing. And there you go. So, hey, gardeners, you know, we always have all these extra seedlings and things, and we're like, you know, because we have to, because we we want to make sure that we have something germinated, and we don't know the germination rate. So we often kill off a lot of plants, and instead of killing them off, let's introduce people to gardening. So this is LaBrae. Hey, subscribe, help me out, okay? And give me a thumbs up, because there's this algorithm with YouTube, okay? And I'll see you in the next episode, people. Bye.